Folks, hello and welcome to the Tavern Chat Podcast. I am your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR. So, today, Critical Role announced that their animated series will premiere earlier than expected. The Legend of Vox Machina, or Vox Machina. Listen, I'm the guy who can't pronounce Zine or Zine. So, fuck it. It's going to go live 1 week earlier than expected. It was supposed to release on February 4th. It's going to release instead on January 28th. Well, isn't that exciting? Uh, I'm less excited about this than I am interested in. I don't know if I should call it a deceptive Kickstarter, but it's one of those Kickstarters which, well, will let the backers assume something. Now, Critical Role stuff is usually stuff that's released on like YouTube, right? The big YouTube channel. Or Twitch now, or whatever the fuck it is, right? Um, so when Critical Role kickstarted the Legend of Vox Machina animated special, they were raising money for one episode, one special, one movie or whatever. Instead, they raised over $11 million. So $11 million meant that they got to do a series, like multiple episodes. Awesome, right? Now, if you look at things like the support levels, you'll notice that there is no support level which talks about you actually viewing the product. It talks about, oh, you get a song to download, you get a ringtone, karaoke version of whatever. You get an art print, you get a sticker set because I for $50, man, I want a sticker set. But they don't say how you're gonna watch this. And if you go through the original Kickstarter, they don't say where you're going to watch this. Now, I believe that the assumption of many, maybe not all, but if many of the backers was, well, it's going to be on YouTube, right? Because it's where we've done our previous stuff before, and you've raised $11 million. And I understand $11 million does not go as far as we think $11 million should go. But I think this is probably best said by Bill. All right, so what does Bill say? Bill says, and I'm going to quote, I have posted this elsewhere, but thought it deserved its own thread. Here are the Kickstarter rules as described in the support section under rules. Projects must create something to share with others. They do. And here's the thing. They did, right? You're getting stickers. You're getting, I don't know, art prints. You're getting ringtones. But nowhere do they actually say that you're going to get a chance to watch what you're backing. But Kickstarter can be used to create all sorts of things, art and gadgets, events and spaces, ideas and experiences. But every project needs a plan for creating something and sharing it with the world. At some point, the creator should be able to say, it's finished. Here's what we created. Enjoy. So if you're backing a Kickstarter for an animated series and they don't tell you how you're going to watch it and it's not listed in the rewards, and the company in question has previously, or the creator in question, has previously put the stuff up on YouTube, what are you going to assume? I know assumptions are bad for you and me because they make an ass out of you and me. I think that goes back to I don't know, The Odd Couple. I think had that one time, and I've seen it on other shows. So it's nothing. Tenkar is not saying anything unique or new. So Critical Role agreed to these rules, but when it came time to share it, they signed on to Amazon Prime to take control of delivery. Now, if you're Amazon Prime, and apparently, according to what little history I can read on this, that they had pitched this idea to streaming services and nobody was interested, right? Because there's a startup cost to this. Well, your backers pay that startup cost, $11 million. Now, you pitch it to Amazon Prime, hey, we've got $11 million seed money. Do you want part of this? Look, we know we've got a following, and then all of a sudden it becomes attractive proposition to Amazon. Supposedly, Amazon's already agreed to a second season, so it's a very profitable proposition for Critical Role. Um, Amazon Prime is not a free service, and therein lies the crux, right? It's not like you can go into Amazon Prime Video and watch stuff for free. Yeah, if you pay your $119 a year for Prime or whatever it is right now, sure, it's part of your package. You get the video, you get Amazon Music, you get, I think, books, Kindle books or whatever. And of course, free shipping on your Amazon orders. But if you're not an Amazon Prime customer, you don't get a chance to watch this. And if you backed it thinking you would, you're screwed. Now, my understanding is that you can sign up for a free month of Amazon Prime through Critical Role, and I guess binge watch the first season, which is what you funded, and then make sure that you end your Amazon Prime membership before you get charged. I don't know. Amazon Prime is not a free service, and Amazon Prime is selling access and will continue to sell access to these episodes. So I want to congratulate all of us backers for donating the money to reimburse Amazon for the production of their new Amazon-only show. I doubt, in the world that we currently live in, that $11 million and change paid for this whole show. I would suspect the cost went beyond that, especially once Amazon Prime got involved, right? Once Amazon got involved, it's like, oh, well, you can up your up your ante now. Make it bigger, make it better. I filed a complaint with Kickstarter about this, and I found out that it specifically has the situation as a category in their report campaign link. And I don't know what category he's talking about, but I'll tell you right now, if you're saying that you did not get what was promised, you got exactly what was promised. Right? They never promised you the show. They didn't say you weren't going to get it. That wasn't part. They weren't saying, outright, we're gonna sell the rights to a subscription service like Netflix or Amazon or Tubi or whatever HBO Max. No, they didn't say that. Why would they? Okay, they don't need to, because they promised you tchotchkes for your money. They didn't promise you the show. And folks filled in the blanks. Backers were like, oh, okay, I get stickers and an art print for $50, and I'll get to watch this great cartoon based upon Critical Role, because Critical Role, it's an amazing show. I don't know how much other cartoons can be even better. And you know what? It very well might be. But if you're not an Amazon Prime customer, you'll never know. You won't. Now, I'm sure that of the backers here, almost everybody I know is an Amazon Prime customer. And in my family, if they aren't, they ask me to order things and to have mailed to their house using my Prime delivery. So it would be the same situation. Like, well, find a relative that has a Prime account and then log in that way, right? But it is a little underhanded. It's a little deceptive. It's a little dishonest. Not by the book, because again, if you read the backer levels, you will find that they never promised you could watch this. Like I said, ringtones, song downloads. Oh, geez. Nearly 20,000 people were like, oh, yes, give me song downloads. How about get you an 8x10 art print and a sticker set along with those downloads? Look at that, another 5,000 people. Wow. How about $100? You get a dice set and a set of playing cards, and then, the shit listed above. So for the extra $50, you got a Legend of Vox Machina dice set and set of playing cards. Wow. So, but even $100, are you guaranteed to watch this show? No. And there were how many people went in for dice? Holy shit. Dice and playing cards. Dice and playing cards and an art print. Over 37,555. Wow. How about Fighter at 200? Oh, you get a trinket plushie added to the above. So for $100 extra, you're getting. How much do you think that trinket plushie actually cost? All right. So this is like, I mean, honest to God, it's not a grift, but wow, this is this is in your face. We're fleecing you, and we're going to fleece you honestly because we're not going to lie to you. We're telling you exactly what you're going to get for your money, and the assumption was, and we'll be sharing this with the public. We're funding this, and this latest thing from Critical Role is going to be out there for the public to see. We funded it, and it's going to be free, and they'll make the money off of advertising. No, they're making the money off of Kickstarter. 8,600 people, almost 8,700 people. Infinite plushie. All right, how about 300? Oh, a character pin set. You better be able to sell a character pin set for $100. But in any case, all right, now we're down to 809 backers. What about 400? Ooh, a waxed canvas messenger bag. So it's kind of like water resistant. You're gonna have 400. Oh, that was big enough to get 4,600 backers. Holy shit! I'm in the wrong business. All right, at $500, you get a signed pilot script added to the list of things I've already listed, and that's another 1,700. 750. You get a cast signed, high quality, 18 by 24 animation art print. Now you get into the level of collectibles. Are you ever going to get money back on this shit? Not when there's 1,400 of these out there. No, it look on your wall, right? At least you got something, but you didn't get the show. You funded the show. You didn't get the show. How many people run for 1,000, which is an invite to the private screening in the fall of 2020, which I'm not sure if that happened. Travel not included, lodging not included, to Los Angeles, but only 35 people went for that. Okay, probably a limited number. But think about it, folks. Think about it. Nobody that backed was technically misled. What you're pledging for is what you see on the screen. There's again, Scout. Look, your turn to roll song download. Your turn to roll song download. Unreleased Sam V vocal version. Sam Moore vocal version. Your turn to roll ringtone download, and your turn to roll karaoke version download. That's what you got for $20. The assumption that you were getting to view the show, it's just that. And nor did they say it's going to be, as far as I could tell, oh, it's going to be on YouTube. They don't say where it's going to be. So you knew, or should have known. I never, I remember when this was announced. Didn't interest me because Critical Role doesn't interest me. But when there's a, dare I say it, a legitimate, legal fleecing of the 5e crowd, you should notice because there's going to be more of this. And again, people fill in the blanks. Filling in the blanks is a huge thing. Nearly 89,000 backers for this thing. 89,000 backers. I'm going to tell you right now, at least 80,000 probably assumed it was going to be on YouTube. Nobody assumed it was going to be directly on Prime. Again, I'm a Prime member. If I had backed this, I'd be like, oh, well, it doesn't make a difference to me. Yeah, okay, well, YouTube or Prime, I'll watch it on my TV. I'm not saying what they did was legally wrong, but it's certainly a misdirection, in my humble opinion. But I'd like to hear what your opinions are. And I'm sure people are going to go, oh, what they did was legally right. I don't disagree. It was totally legally right. They stated to your face what they needed to say to you and told you exactly what you were going to get. And they never said you're actually going to get the show. Figure that one out. Folks, as always, we're in the midst of the world of the pandemic. And I don't have any uh, preordained or statements that I'm going to say, like, you got to do this, you got to do that. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't care personally. All right. 'Cause what you got to do is take care of you. I don't care if you get vaxxed or you're not vaxxed. I don't care if you're masked or not masked. Doesn't I'm vaxxed. Okay. I'm vaxxed and boosted. That was my personal decision made after consulting with multiple medical professionals, one of whom I actually saw earlier today and told that, hey, yeah, I had COVID at the end of 2021 and I still have some long term effects from it. And they're like, you were boosted? I'm like, yeah. All right. Well, if you hadn't been, it might have been worse. Well, maybe it wouldn't have been worse, but I put the odds in my favor doing what I did. But your situation is unique to you. Talk to a medical professional that knows your history, your medical history, and be guided. Okay. Talking heads on TV, talking heads on YouTube, don't know shit. You don't take medical advice from Tenkar. Only advice I'm telling you is to get medical advice from a medical professional. All right. If you enjoy these episodes, if you like what I do, if you like what I do with my co-hosts, whether it's Bad Mike or Old Man Grognard, Glenn, Joe the Lawyer, my wife Rach, occasionally my niece Shannon. If you enjoy what we do, I ask one thing: subscribe. Okay. Uh, Growing the channel is the best way you can support us. We really enjoy what we do. I enjoy what I do. Um, and supporting us is the best thing you can do if you want. And if you don't like what we do, obviously don't support and don't watch. Okay. Um, Tomorrow night, unless something changes, I should be at 8 p.m. Eastern with Glenn Hallstrom. We should have a live stream. Always a good time. Dungeons, Dragons, and Discourse. Saturday, 8 p.m. live stream with my wife Rach. Gamers Health. We have things to discuss. New additions to our workout routine. We don't give medical advice, but we do tell you what we're doing, and maybe it'll open up some doors for you. All right, folks. On that note, be safe, be well. God bless for all those dice, and God willing, back tomorrow with a live stream. Later.